everyone wants to go on more picnics, but it is so chaotic that we just put it off and put it off and put it off, and we're like, oh, I just don't have the energy for that. But I'm here to kind of give you a few pointers on how to go on more picnics without going crazy. So some of the biggest problems that you encounter on picnics is inclement weather, bugs, wetness, and then just people not wanting to eat or a lot of waste. So let me just kind of show you how I get organized, and I think you'll really like it. I just bought this one at the thrift store. I had gotten this one last year, and they are matchy. So that's really exciting for me because I really liked the space that's inside of these. It's nice and firm. Very nice picnic basket. And I thought to myself, oh, I wish I had a second one instead of just carrying a bag. But now I have two. So I've split mine up between foods and then the other supplies. Yeah. So we're going to start with food. Should be simple, either packaged per person or packaged so that the whole family can eat out of the same container all at the same time. Okay, I go that route because not everybody ends up eating everything, and sometimes people go, oh, I want more carrots, oh, I want more grapes, you know. So we're going to make sure that we have a balanced meal. So I start with protein, and for protein today I have sliced cheese and pepperoni. Think Lunchables, okay? Then for carbohydrates, we got most of a loaf of French bread that we can just rip up, no utensils needed. A couple different types of crackers because my kids like variety of crackers. And then, yeah, cracker. For vegetables, I've got a dish of cut carrots and some snow peas. Very easy to eat one at a time. No utensils needed for any of this. Yeah. And then my kids love to eat grapes. I've rinsed them already. Yeah. You want a grape? Yeah. And so I'll bring grapes. These are really, really big grapes. So always bring either a pocket knife or a small kitchen knife so that you can cut them up for littler guys while you're there. Or if you want to go ahead and do that before you leave, there you go. That's an option as well. So since they're wet, I'm going to go ahead and grab a grocery bag, stuff them inside the grocery bag, and then into here. That will serve as my trash bag later. I am going to be bringing this towel for any messes that are bigger that I need to clean up, but that's going into my other supplies picnic area. So in here, now yes, I am going to put an ice pack in here. I'll get that probably off camera here. But in here, I have little guys. So wipes, a couple diapers, napkins and spoons, because I'm going to stop at the store and pick up some snack packs for a dessert and throw that in there. There's no shame in stopping at the store on the way and just grabbing a few things and bringing it with you in the bag that you bought it in. That's absolutely fine. This is also where I'm going to be setting my cutting board. And my knife, you can put a little guard on this if you want, but I know my kids are not going to get into this, so it's fine. And then waters. Drinks are another problem. Oh, you spill a cup, blah, blah, blah. You want one? This one's yours. So my 3 littler girls have closed top sippies, and my big boys have water bottles that I will tell them to bring up. Okay. And they'll be packed in here as well. Everything closed top, sealed. That's absolutely the way to go. If you want more grape, it's right here. If you, for some reason, don't have closed water bottles, you can use mason jars with lids on them. All right. One thing I have a really hard time with is that I have 6 kids, so they are running around. As soon as they see that we are going on a picnic, they are running through the house. Chaos. Shoes, coats, everything is, oh, so much chaos. So what I've started to do is that as soon as one of them has their coat and shoes on, they go and wait outside. They do not wait under my feet where I have to keep kicking them out of the way. They can go and run off some of that energy before they get in the car. We're going to be outside anyway, so just send them outside. Let them run a little bit of energy off before we even get in the car to go wherever we're going to go. And then I'm usually left with just one little precious one here, and I can kind of help people one at a time if they can't find their shoes and stuff. Having sunscreen and bug spray, and I attach a hair tie on them so that if somebody's hair is whipping in the wind and they need it tied back, we have it available. This is something that you can put in your second bin, so it won't spray on the food or anything, and you won't lose it in your purse, and helps with whatever unexpected stuff is happening. There's no reason not to carry that all year round, because you can, if you don't need the bug spray, then don't use it. If you don't need the sunscreen, then don't use it, but it'll be there for you if you do need it. Yeah. Having your kids wear their coats and their shoes, regardless of the weather, is helpful, because if it's damp, they can even sit on their coats. But we do have a better solution for the damp as well. So I had to split recording over a couple days, so that's what's up with the wardrobe changes here. But here's what I use to keep us dry. Instead of using like a regular picnic blanket, I use one of those Piva and flannel tablecloths, because you can put it, flannel side down on a picnic table, or you can put it plastic side down on the ground and then sit on the flannel side. If you get a better quality one, that's nice, but I just got mine at Dollar Tree. But then it's protected from the ground. You can sit on the ground and not get all wet, and all of your stuff stays there. And also, like with the flannel side up, it's kind of more comfortable, not so stick to your legs and stuff. So I highly recommend getting one of those flannel backed picnic tablecloths. Yeah, and it depends on the kind of bee. So like there's ground hornets, like yellow jackets, and they burrow into the ground, but I think that they prefer more of a mud area. There's paper wasps that build nests up high.
Yeah, and a lot of other bees normally
like honeybees and stuff like that, or pollinators like that would, yeah. And then bumblebees usually are underground, so it just depends on the kind. But like the sand there, I don't think that the sand there would be a good home for hornets, because it's disturbed too often, and all of the babies, all of the larvae would be smashed, right? But I think that they like the sand because there's other bugs there that do live there, and that's where they can go to feed. But it's early enough in the year yet that there's probably not too many hornets out yet. I haven't actually seen any yet. You guys ready to do prayers? So a few more notes on things that I do in order to make picnic time easier. Number one, I have kind of a list of places that we can go for picnics, and they're kind of separated into playground with facilities, meaning there's a place to eat and a place to go potty, or like a place to explore, like nature-based. If there's a picnic table, great. If there's not, then I'm ready for that. And if there's potties, then great. And if not, then I'm ready for that. So kind of getting an idea if people need to have a playground to climb on, then you have like this list of, okay, here's available options. And that way, if you get somewhere and it's closed for the season or construction or something, you're ready with the next one in line. That actually happened to us on this picnic that I was videoing. We got to a park, the parking lot was closed, there was nowhere else to park. There were people playing there, but the parking lot was closed and we had nowhere else to park. So I said, well, why don't we try somewhere else? And so we had a list of different places that we were going to try out. And we decided we did want to do a park that time. But we oftentimes go fishing as part of it. Basically, having an activity to do with the picnic helps, because when people finish eating, and I do recommend eat first and then play, okay? Because people finish eating at different times and they can go do that activity. So having those couple lists of places that you can go is top tip, okay? Another thing to consider is, oh no, it started raining. What is our plan B for that? That's one of the reasons why I suggest very simple food, nothing that you have to like dish up, no potato salad, no corn on the cob. That's not what these kind of picnics are going to be about. But having lunchable type stuff makes it so that you can do a car picnic. It's like, okay, well, let's go and explore for a little bit. After we eat our lunch in the car, it's a little bit rainy, but we'll eat, we'll go play, and we'll come back in the car, we'll drive home and have a cup of cocoa. I know it might be July, but cocoa is all season. My next tip has to do with the general chaos and overwhelm that seems to come with gathering a family, doing an activity, coming back home, and then everyone's dysregulated. My biggest tip for that is to not plan anything afterward. Have an idea that you're already going to do a simple dinner, something that's easy, doesn't require a whole lot of work, and allow your kids to just chill. If that means turning on the TV, that's fine. They just spent a couple hours out. That's okay if they need to turn on the TV and re-regulate a little bit and come back to that neutral position, okay? And it's also okay for you to do that too. It's okay that sometimes these like things that are good for us are also hard. So don't let that stop you from going out and having a picnic with your family. When we come home, my husband needs a break because he is like protector and he wants to make sure that you're not too far, you're not too far, you're not too far. At home, he needs to just take a little break. And I do too, and the kids do too. We've had intense family time. It's okay to take a break after your picnic, okay? So make the time after picnic time easy on you. End it with fun, okay? And just allow it to flow. Don't force yourself back in and say, well, we had a picnic and now we got home and it's like 3 and nobody's done their chores and I have to make dinner and everyone's freaking out. The baby skipped her nap and everything like that. Just allow everyone to breathe. Because that's kind of the whole point of having a picnic as a family, is to enjoy each other's time together and then to relax. There's logistics of picnics that can be kind of frustrating too, and that is like, oh, everyone got messy and dirty. I need to put the food away. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I'm going to say that, cleaning up can actually wait. you can give yourself 15 minutes to just calm down and get everything organized slowly. It's okay if you've got your picnic stuff stuck in your car for another 15 minutes. It's okay. You do not have to take care of that immediately. If your kids are dirty, that's okay. You're home, tell them to strip off, throw it in a pile, and deal with it in 15 minutes. Sometimes those transition times can be really hard for families, especially bigger families, and it's okay. Give yourself some grace. Another tip is in regards to yellow jackets or ground wasps, or whatever you like to call them around where you live, the ones that want to come and kill you for your food. Um, they are mostly attracted to proteins, so meats especially, but also like dairy products and stuff like that. So my suggestion is to bring any meat and cheese related stuff in a container with a lid. I mean, it's already got a lid because you're carrying it with you, but a lid that can be opened to grab a piece out, closed so that they can't smell it, and then the person needs to eat that right away. So I usually just say, okay guys, I'm opening up the pepperoni now. Grab some. I'm going to close it back up so the wasps don't come, and I want you to eat it right away so that we're not leaving out something for them to smell and come and bother us for. Fruits are also similar. You can just open it up, everyone grabs some, close the lid, eat it quickly, and then they're a lot less likely to come and bother you. I know that's something that kept me from eating outside for a really long time. So try not to be afraid of the wasps, and just keep those things covered so that they don't smell it. Easy peasy. You can also, if you're worried about other bugs that fly into things or crawl into things, usually during the summer, Dollar Tree and other similar places have these like little umbrella tents that are mesh, and you just pop them up, and then it's a dome that you can put over top of the food. And those are really nice to keep in one of your picnic baskets so that you can just pop it up and set it on nice and easy. You won't get flies landing on stuff, and the kids can still see that it's there so no one forgets that it's available. For activities, I suggest, and you can take this or leave it, I suggest no structured activities for picnics, simply because after everyone has eaten and stuff, they kind of want to go and explore their own interests, and they might not all want to do kickball, they might not all want to play volleyball, they may not want to do those like team working together things, they may just want to climb, they may just want to run around, they may want to just rest, and all of that is okay. So my personal opinion is to bring unstructured activities like bubbles, kites if it's breezy enough, sidewalk chalk if you're in a place that has flat surfaces like playground edges and stuff like that, or if you're out in the woods with parking lots and stuff and there's space for it, sidewalk chalk is a really good thing to bring. One way to make sure that you go on more picnics per month or per week or per summer is to actually just schedule it in. So for us, we have chosen Thursday as our family fun day, because that's, my husband works weekends, which means that during the middle of the week we actually have more time. And a benefit of Thursdays is that things are usually a little less busy. Not so many families are out. So we usually use Thursdays for us to go out and have adventures. And that means that the night before, I know that I can kind of go, okay, crackers, cheese, salami, grapes, okay, cool. I've got everything I need. Or, oh, if we're going to do this, I'm going to stop at the store, right? Having it a regularly scheduled day for that makes it so much easier to just be like, oh, yeah, we'll do that on Thursday, we'll do it on Tuesday, we'll do it on Saturday. It'll be fun. We'll make a day of it. So my last top tip is that McDonald's counts too. So just because you didn't pack it in cute little containers and have a little picnic basket with the, the thing that opens and the woven and all that, does not mean that you are not picnicking. You are absolutely allowed to drive through, pick up 8 single cheeseburgers and 8 small fries, take them out to a playground, eat that, and throw everything away in the trash can that they have there, and that counts as a picnic, okay? You do not have to Laura Ingalls Wilder this. You do not need to have, cold fried chicken. You do not need to have this like some fancy thing. You don't need a plaid check blanket on the ground. It is just taking your family outdoors to spend quality time together while you are receiving nourishment and having fun and exploring together. So try not to put too many rules on what a picnic is and how you picnic. It's okay if it looks different than anybody else, but have fun and try to get out there as often as you can. So if these tips have helped you, let me know so that we can keep these things going, and let me know how often you and your family have picnicked in the past and how much you want to do that this summer and spring and fall too. Winter picnics. All right. God bless y'all. See you next time.